Good morning, class. Today we are going to be learning about figurative language. Figurative language is language that is not real or not literally happening. Sometimes it's called non-literal language. So when we do that, we're going to look at our unknown word, use the context of the words before it and the words after it, and the clues that might give us hints, and then find out the meaning of that word. So today the words that we're going to look at are dissatisfied, obsessed, and nenemies. So, reading our story today, Out to Win It, I'd like you to put your finger on the first word. Out to Win by Wendy Barrell. As the annual school track meet approached, all I could think about was defeating Anna Banks. For the past 3 years, she'd beaten me in the 400-meter run, and always just by a step. No longer would I be satisfied with the second place. However, dissatisfied, I planned to win this year, and I couldn't think about anything else. I became obsessed with beating Anna. My thoughts focused on one goal all the time, winning. Naturally, I did more than just think. I practiced my starts daily, and I ran and ran and ran. Okay, we're going to pause there at paragraph 1. I see the two words that we were looking for, dissatisfied and obsessed. So when I look at the word dissatisfied, I want to look at the sentence before it and after it. So I'm going to read the sentence before dissatisfied in paragraph 1. No longer would I be satisfied with second place, however. So I see the word satisfied, and I see the word dissatisfied, and that makes me think of a prefix, because satisfied must be the root, and dissatisfied must mean the same meaning with a prefix that changes the word meaning. I also see that I no longer would be satisfied, so the feeling of dissatisfied must mean that you no longer feel that. So that's the opposite of feeling satisfied. Next, we're going to go ahead and read the word obsessed. It's in the next sentence. I became obsessed with beating Anna. In our context clues, what we do is we read the word before it and the word after it. And so I'm going to read the words before it now. We're at the sentence before obsessed. I couldn't think about anything else. I became obsessed. So it said she could not think of anything else. So when I see could not, I think of the opposite. So obsessed must be something about couldn't thinking about anything else. I'm going to read the sentence after obsessed now. My thoughts focused on one goal all the time. Both of those sentences are opposites. I could not think about anything else, and my thoughts focus on one goal all the time. So those two things to me sound like really important clues for the word obsessed. I'm going to go to paragraph 2 and continue reading. Paragraph 2. On the day of the race, I was eager to compete, and by the time we gathered at the starting line, I was really pumped. Bam! The start of the gun fired, and we were off. Anna and I quickly sprinted ahead of the other racers. When the shot crossed the finish line, I wasn't even certain who'd won at first. Then I heard the announcer. It was me! Paragraph 3. Still breathing hard, Anna rushed over, smiling, and shook my hand. You were great, she declared. Good race! Right then, I realized I'd been looking at the situation all wrong. Before, I'd been thinking about Anna as if she were some powerful enemy out to destroy me. But Anna wasn't my nemesis at all. She had no urge to crush me. In fact, she had given me an opportunity to become a better sprinter than I ever would have been without her. And I see this text feature at the bottom, and it says, nemesis, and with a little number 1 showing us that that's a definition of the word. So I'm going to read that definition now. A powerful rival from the Greek goddess who punished overconfidence. Good. So what you'd like to do now is go to page 273 in your packet. On 273, where it says context, I would like you to write the sentence in which you found the word dissatisfied, obsessed, and enemies. It's important to write the entire sentence in the context box. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to write the sentences, and if you don't finish, you can finish when the video is over. Okay, if you're not finished, again, you can finish when the video is over. So in the context box, you wrote the entire sentence that the word was in. We're going to skip the possible meaning box, and we're going to look for clues first. Remember, when we look for context clues, we look at the words before it and the words after it. And as earlier, when I read the words before it, it said, for dissatisfied, no longer would I be satisfied with second place. So it's important to write the sentence before dissatisfied in the clues box. Again, you're going to write the sentence, no longer would I be satisfied with second place. Next is obsessed. And we're going to write the words before and after obsessed. So the sentence before obsessed is, I couldn't think about anything else. Write that in your clues box now. I couldn't think of anything else. The next one is, my thoughts focus on one goal all the time. And that's a sentence after the word obsessed. So go ahead and write the sentence after the word obsessed in your clues box. My thoughts focused on one goal all the time. The next one is nemesis. Some powerful enemy out to destroy me. That's the word before nemesis. Please write that in your clues box. Some powerful enemy out to destroy me. And now we want to write the sentence after nemesis, which is opportunity. She'd given me an opportunity. And of course, the most important clue on this one is the definition. So you should write the definition of nemesis at the bottom of your page in your clues box. Thinking about the meaning of these words, I'd like you to talk to your group about the possible meaning of the word. Please fill in the possible meaning boxes with your group. You must first check your answers and make sure your answers are correct. Thank you. When you are done, raise your hand and Miss Norman will check your work and make sure that your possible meanings are correct. When you are done, go ahead and read number 3. Number 3 says, explain the meaning of the opportunity. Also include context clues that help you figure out the meaning of the word. Use space provided on page 276 to write your response. So, before you leave today, you need to look at the word opportunity in paragraph 3 and write that possible meanings and context down so you can do it for your homework tonight. Have a great day.